Let's make a heart map. It's important to know who in our lives we might be writing to, besides our teachers and besides, whoever in school will be evaluating our writing and giving us credit or grades for it. What about our other writing? When we use literacy for real purposes, to write to people, what about those people? Who are they? You know the members of your family, your immediate family, and you know who you see all the time. But couldn't we brainstorm a little bit for a whole lot of people who are important in our worlds? This is a people in my life heart map, and you can lead your students through it just like this. We usually open up the backs of our journals and draw a not very perfect heart. Then you ask them to just chunk off a part of it and write people who taught me things. Maybe if you can list 6 people, or between 4 and 6, maybe say what they taught you. Then people I know best. If you'll just write down the names of people that you know probably better than anybody. Next is people I wish I knew better. And you see it's a sloppy kind of product here. It's a personal, in your own journal, and you can write the names of people you wish you knew better. If you could just get a few people's names on there. And you think back to your whole life. It could be anybody. People I used to see every day. We forget about our daily routines that have changed. Maybe your students are in a different school now than when they started school. Maybe they've moved into a different neighborhood or a different home, and their neighbors are different, or their classmates are different. Can you name some people that you used to see every day? People you secretly admire. It's not that you want to marry them, it's just that you like something about them. Maybe you like the way they walk into the room, or you like to look at what shoes they're wearing, but you haven't really said anything to them. So it's kind of inside secret. Famous people who made my life better. When you think back in history and in sports, science, the arts, entertainment, any of those fields, anybody that you can think of, writers, who've made your life better every day. Who invented the car? Maybe that's somebody that you would put that made your life better. People that you miss. This is a little painful, but people that you don't mind saying that you miss. And there are enough categories, I would call that done. You see there's a space still open in the middle, and that means, this isn't a definitive list. There are more categories, of course, that you could add. You could change these categories. But I like to ask students to put a title on it so that you've got this in your journal or in your writer's book or in your folder, wherever you keep your stuff. And there you have a little color added to it. You notice the categories are a different color than the specific examples. We know, because we're cognitively developed adults, we know at a glance the difference between a category and some specific examples or members of that category. But that kind of organized thinking isn't necessarily so natural to our students. So this is one way to make that concrete and show the difference between a category and a specific. It also serves to remind us that nobody is truly alone. Even when you're all by yourself, you've got these people inside you. You walk around carrying them. And this helps to put a finger on that, even if we don't do anything with it. But we're going to do some things with it. So what if you never had a chance to tell anybody on that heart map what messages you have for them, or what you think when you think of them, or what gifts they've given you and why you carry them around in your heart? What if you didn't have a chance to say any of that to them? What if they disappeared tomorrow? which we know happens. And that's how we get regrets, by not telling people the things that we wish we would say to them. And when it's too late, it's too late. So this is kind of a regret prevention exercise as well as a literacy exercise. And that's what we're going to work on next. Sending messages to the people that we do not want to disappear without having said things to them.